If you're tired of feeling shame about past financial decisions, worried you'll never achieve financial stability, and ready for a clear plan to take control of your money and experience true financial freedom, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Lisa, Wealth Activator, independent insurance broker, and your guide to rewriting your money story. I learned the secret to creating financial freedom and stability after divorce, and I'm ready to share it with you. If you're ready for steady, stress-free income, clarity with your money, and the confidence to spend without guilt, grab your favorite essential oil, take a deep breath, and let's sniff our way through the smell of money. The smell of money. You can't help but have a good relationship with it when you use aromatherapy. Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Drennon, your Wealth Activator. Today I'm going to be talking to you about who to hire when. So many times I hear objections on my sales calls. I already have a financial advisor. I work with an accountant, a bookkeeper. That's wonderful. But do you know why? Do you know what they're doing? Are you able to overlook your books, your finances, your investments, and say, oh yeah, I know exactly what's going on, and I trust so-and-so, my financial advisor, to manage my money for you? If you don't know, then this episode is for you. And before we dive in, I want to invite you to my community, The Smell of Money. This is where we activate wealth using aromatherapy. We start off with a money awareness challenge where we look to see, where is my money going? And you can find up to $500 in just a short time by implementing this little challenge. Join at idatemoney.com/smellthemoney. The link is in the show notes. So when it comes to money, people assume there's only one kind of help available, a financial advisor. In reality, there is a minimum of 4 different roles people often confuse: a wealth activator, me, a financial advisor, an accountant or CPA, and a bookkeeper. And hiring the wrong one can slow your progress instead of accelerating it. I had a client who invested $400 a month in a bookkeeper, and all they were doing was managing their books. They weren't helping them optimize their cash flow or strategize on how they can make better investments and use their time differently or get the confidence to increase their prices. See, a bookkeeper is very knowledgeable in managing your books. So we're going to break each of these down for you so that you can be fully equipped. We'll start with the bookkeeper. When you hire a bookkeeper, you're somebody who is looking for help in organization. Your receipts are all over the place. You're never prepared to file your taxes. Sometimes your bills might be late. The bookkeeper takes your day-to-day finances and keeps them organized and accurate. So they record the transactions for you, they reconcile your accounts, they produce reports, and they keep things up to date. Sometimes you don't hire a bookkeeper until the end of the year, and then you'll hand her a pile of paper and say, here, organize this mess. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have somebody do this on a regular monthly basis? If you're somebody, maybe you have ADHD and you're all over the place, your desk looks like a hurricane hit it, you would benefit from a bookkeeper. Now, a bookkeeper is not going to help you grow your money. Most of them don't look at your expenses and say, you could reduce this cost, or you can invest, or you could transfer your money over here. No, they usually don't do that. Now, I have interviewed some bookkeepers who do that, but their expertise is creating the reports and making sure your money is organized. They are usually limited when it comes to mindset, goals, or long-term planning. And next, we're going to talk about moi, the Wealth Accelerator. Next, we're going to talk about moi, the Wealth Activator. A Wealth Activator, like myself, is someone that will help you manage your money with your money mindset, set your goals, your short-term, your long-term goals, and help you invest your money to optimize it. So think of this: money management, money multiplying, money mindset. I help you identify hidden money leaks that are created from your limited beliefs. Do you remember what you grew up with? Money burns a hole in my pocket. Money doesn't grow on trees. And the overall general question that everybody has, regardless of how much money they have, is, will there be enough? We tackle all of these things. We align your income with your spending, your investing, and your lifestyle to create long-term goals. We look at the short term. We look at your spending habits. There's no restrictive budgets, complicated spreadsheets, or me telling you you can't have that Starbucks. We activate unused potential in your finances, such as your skills, your time, your assets, your opportunities, so that you can grow a portfolio, a financial freedom and security and confidence to create the wealth that you desire. Because true wealth isn't the number on paper. It's you spending your money congruent with your core values and your lifestyles. So think of a wealth activator as a strategist and mindset translator between your money and your life. And there's very few of us who do both business and personal finances. So that's me. When I look at your business, I set up a system, a cash flow system using 5 simple money buckets that helps you optimize your pay, profit, taxes, and operating expenses. Then we pay you every month. You're the CEO, you're getting paid, you're getting a bonus. And then we set up your personal finances using the money multiplier system. And along the way, we incorporate aromatherapy to help you change your thoughts, neutralize your thoughts, these negative beliefs, these lies that you've grown up with, so that you can do better and have more confidence, less shame and guilt with your money management. And then you get to start to enjoy money. Imagine going out to dinner and getting the fanciest thing in the restaurant and not feeling guilty. This is exactly what happened when I incorporated my fun money account. For years, I did not have any money set aside for fun. I worked full-time, part-time, 3 side gigs, and still nothing. Probably one of the reasons why I racked up $100,000 worth of debt and couldn't figure it out. Where is it coming from? I got to the root cause. The root cause was an emotional issue. And this is why so many different people are coming through. You see this prevalent in the last couple of years, helping you build wealth. Now, are they truly helping you build wealth? Probably not. They're probably teaching you a skill to earn more money, but then they're not sharing with you how you can optimize that. They're only giving you pieces. As a wealth activator, I put it all together. A strategy to pay off debt so that you'll be debt free, so that you can use that money to invest, so that you know exactly how to spend your money in your business and you're not commingling your funds. See, anybody can make money, but not everybody can manage it. And this is what a wealth activator does. So if you keep repeating financial patterns despite knowing what to do, if you feel like you're making so much money, but there's nothing to show for it. I have a client that made $300,000 and didn't feel like she had a penny to show for it. You're looking for clarity before choosing an investor or an advisor. And you want your wealth to support your freedom, not just growth. A wealth activator is the key to helping you succeed. And when we look at the financial advisor, no, I am not a financial advisor. I'm the wealth activator who tells you what you need to know to hire a financial advisor. And I partner with financial advisors. There's been tons of financial advisors on my podcast. The financial advisor will primarily help you grow and help you grow and manage your investments. They focus on asset allocation, investment selection, risk tolerance, retirement planning, and portfolio performance. Most financial advisors are excellent at optimizing money that already exists. You might need a financial advisor if you already have disposable income or assets to invest. You want a professional to manage your portfolio. You're planning retirement, inheritance, or large future expenses. You're comfortable delegating investment decisions. Now, like anything else, there are limitations. Financial advisors typically don't focus on money psychology or behavior. They're often product or portfolio driven, and they might not address cash flow habits or emotional decisions. I interviewed a few financial advisors to see if they would be a good partner for me, and one didn't care about my emotions, was going to take all of my assets and invest them in stocks, and I had no say. And they had a team and they had this. I'm like, no, I know what's going on, and I don't agree with that strategy. Knowledge is power, and this is exactly what I do in my Wealth Accelerator program to help you get clarity. We don't want finances to sound like a foreign language. We want to know where we stand. And this isn't taught in schools. And most likely your financial advisor isn't going to take the time to explain it. Another one that people get confused about is an accountant/CPA. CPA, a certified public accountant, they passed a really hard test to get that CPA, to get those letters after their name. Respect them. They're very tunnel vision and focused on the law and being adherent to the law. Now, accountants might not be a CPA. They have all the accounting experience. Think of someone, I like to say when I'm a treasurer I've been a treasurer since over 30 years for several different not-for-profit organizations. And I'd like to say I was a combination of an accountant, bookkeeper, wealth activator. I loved being a treasurer. I love being a treasurer still, managing money of not-for-profit organizations to help them grow. So an accountant will ensure that your finances are accurate, compliant, and tax efficient. They help with tax preparation and filing, minimizing your taxes, so they'll look and say, oh, you need to spend some more money to lower your taxes, and this is how you can optimize that. Usually they'll give you some business structuring advice, and they'll make sure that you're compliant with laws and regulation. You might need an accountant or CPA if you want to reduce taxes legally. You run a business, you're self-employed, your financial situation is becoming complex. Maybe you sold some property and you have some capital gains in TurboTax, you're a little nervous about using it, or you need official financial reporting. Accountants and CPAs are your person to go to. Now, they are limited as they are only going to focus on past and present numbers, not future behavior. They don't care about your future goals, your investment strategies. All they care about is how much taxes are you going to pay? Are you compliant? And how can we make sure that you're paying your taxes on time so you're not getting any penalties? They're not typically involved in lifestyle or wealth strategy, and they don't usually guide you on spending or decision-making habits. As anything, you want to shop, you want to interview 2 or 3. I recommend 3 people and ask questions. When you hire an accountant or CPA, you want to make sure they understand your industry, the niche that you're in. Not all entrepreneurs are equal. Each entrepreneur has different strategies to optimize their income and their assets. They might have debt, their income to debt ratio. So you want to find an accountant CPA that's going to understand the industry that you are in. So when you think about hiring one of these 4, now there are other categories. People will call themselves wealth builders. They will refer to themselves as cash flow strategist. And kind of blank for words here. So when you think of a, money mindset manager, be careful, do your homework. When you hire someone that claims they will help you build wealth, know exactly how they're helping you build wealth. I get people who, my inbox is full, my DMs are full with people asking me to invest in their product, their service, because it's going to multiply my wealth. These are income building strategies. That is completely different. Just like savings is different than investing. Knowing the financial literacy, like I said, it's a foreign language. You want to be able to understand it. Financial literacy 101 is very important to have. And this is what I help you with. So if you're thinking about, I just got pain in my back. All right, omit that. So what I recommend, again, is interviewing 3 people in each of the categories, or hiring a wealth activator like myself who does both business and personal finances. We're rare, but we are out there. What is also special about me is I incorporate aromatherapy using essential oils to help you break to help you work through your limiting beliefs that keep you stuck and make you feel shameful and guilty for spending money on yourself. We neutralize that by getting to the root cause, and the essential oils accelerates that process. So as a wealth activator, I'm in your corner. I'm helping you to save money, to optimize your money, and to get the confidence that you need to achieve financial freedom so that you can build true wealth, a legacy. And true wealth is different for all of us. What does true wealth mean for you? When I get a bird's eye view, when I do an audit on your books, on your finances, judgment free. I love that you get to go to Starbucks. I love that you go on shopping sprees. You get to have your hair done. You get to create a spending plan that's customized to your lifestyle. We're not cutting out anything. You're going to spend exactly what you want to spend in a way that makes you feel confident and financially secure. So when you look to hire someone, if you decide to do this on your own, you want to be sure that you're focusing on what is your desire. When you think about the key question to ask yourself, instead of saying who's the best person to hire, ask, where am I stuck right now? If you're stuck emotionally or behaviorally, a wealth activator. If you're stuck growing your investments, you got the money management all set, your business is flowing, your personal income is flowing, it's overflowing, you know exactly where your money is going, and you have your short-term goals set and your investments just aren't performing, you want a financial advisor. And if you're stuck paying too much in taxes and you're really not sure what tax credits you can get, by all means, hire an accountant, CPA. And if you're just stuck with organization, your books, your invoices, your receipts are all over the place, you have no system in which to track, please get yourself a bookkeeper. Many high-performing individuals eventually use all four, but in the right order. That's why starting with a wealth activator who guides you, who can tell you, yeah, it's time to hire a bookkeeper. I can do all those things because I've been a treasurer. I've been in finance and insurance since 1987, but I don't like to spend my time that way. It's very important if you decide to get a bookkeeper that they love doing that. It can be very tedious. Now, I might change my mind on that because it's very similar to being a treasurer, and I love being a treasurer. It's all about that control and power. What I don't like is getting a ton of receipts from somebody. But when you follow the Wealth Acceleration Program, if you join me in my Wealth Acceleration Program, you end up not having as many expenses because you choose things wisely that help your growth. So money problems are really math problems. If you feel like you know what to do but aren't doing it, or you're outgrown purely tactical advice, a wealth activator can help you bridge the gap between knowledge and action. So every other financial professional you hire becomes more effective. It's all about optimizing your money in the way that you desire. Because remember, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it's what you do with it. Hey mompreneurs, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, please follow the show and share it with a friend who's rebuilding her finances after divorce. No spreadsheets, no restrictive budgets, only confidence to build financial freedom. Also, please drop a quick 5-star review so more moms starting over can find this. It lights me up to know this podcast is helping you. Inhale confidence, exhale scarcity. I'll meet you back on Tuesday for another episode. It doesn't matter how much money you have, it's what you do with it.